Mara, we got a couple of minutes left. Let's get really ahead of ourselves here and throw all of those candidates out and say that this comes down to a race between McCain and Huckabee, which at this point, I guess you probably, well, I mean, that would be, I guess, the conventional wisdom at this point. And
well, it could happen.
So if that happened, how would that play out?
Well, look, that is, you know, just as a journalist, a spectator, I'm waiting for that, because then you would have the two brokest, funniest, iconoclastic Republicans left standing, and the Republican Party, I think the establishment and the coalition would have to go into therapy and figure out which one it could handle more. I mean, I think McCain would clearly be the rallying point. I think Huckabee is much more unacceptable to Republicans than McCain.
The Huck.
Yeah, but I think that would be an incredible race. Plus, they like each other. They have not, I think they both said this would be a very civil campaign. There are real differences between them. That would be an amazing thing to happen in the Republican Party.
I think it's the most likely right now outcome, though obviously it's extremely uncertain. The McCain-Huckabee showdown on February 5th. And afterwards, I think a lot of the conservative establishment, the Republican establishment would have to go into therapy, as Mara says. But it will be a healthy therapy. Because you know what? If the voters want what McCain is saying or what Huckabee is saying, one should listen to the voters. And maybe conservatism needs to learn something from both McCain's message, especially I would say in foreign policy, and to some degree from Huckabee's message, both the social conservatism and a kind of economic populism, which can veer into foolish policies at times. But there is some truth to the notion that, you know, what the Republican Party has been about at its best is upward mobility for the middle class and the working class, and maybe that needs to be focused on a little more.
We're going to hear a lot about Sam's Club Republicans.
Yeah, O-line Republicans really will need therapy, because Huckabee and McCain have not been their candidate at any time.
Thank you, panel. See you next week.